What's the best legal structure that you need to pursue when you open your company overseas? Make sure that you understand that a legal structure is not a goal, it's a tool to reach your goals. So have this in your mind and let's start. Welcome to BridgeTalk. I'm Osama AlSalloum, and today we are talking about legal structure for startups overseas when they open their companies in different locations. The most common legal structure is three, and we'll go to them step by step. And the most complex one is the last one. So let's start with the first one, the LLC, Limited Liability Corporate. This is the simplest, easiest way of structure a company. This is good if you're offering services, consulting, and a regular business that you can generate revenue from. It's very simple to tax, very simple to manage, but the problem with that structure is it will be hard to be invested in. So usually no investors go to a company that has LLC in the end and invest with it. It's very hard to invest. So if you are planning to be an invested in future or to seek any fundraising in the future, you will force to go to the second option, which is C-Corp. And the C-Corp is is a little bit more complex about that. It has an equity, it has shares, and this is the preferred structure for VCs. Usually VCs prefer this structures. So it gives you the easiest way to plan, distribute shares, have an option pool, vesting for the founders, all the good stuff. It's there in the C-Corp. So most of the startups that you see it in the world, it's a C-Corp. But if you are more complex than this, if you are a company that's based in Saudi Arabia, and you have another company that's operating in Dubai, and another company that's operated in US, what will happen? That means you will go to the third structure, which is the holding company. It's the most complex option of structuring a company because it's a company on top of company and owning another company, and it's a lot of companies attached to each other. The good part of this structure is to give you the ability to get like operating in different locations at the same time, and have sales team like in Saudi, sales team in the United States, and also you can have a grant from Saudi, and you have a grant from United States, you have a grant from everywhere that you are operating, and you have a subsidiary or a sub-company in that location. All these companies will be attached together and owned by one company, which is the holding company. It's a very complex way. It's not always good. You must have a legal advisor with you for any structure, but with the holding company, it's not needed, it's required. And I think you need to do that because how you're structuring the documentation, the agreement, this is need a full legal team working with you to do that in the right way. Some investors have some concern regarding the holding, and usually it's delaying the investment process because they need to understand who owns who, the IP is owned by whom, and the whole these details. But in the end, some startups need to do that because they are running and operating in different locations. And the holding company is the right way to do it for their situation. However, because the companies, as we say, move from scenario to scenario. So you start with LLC, for example, then you move to C-Corp, then you move to holding company. You need to make sure that your financial, your operation, your contracts, everything is on the place and it's fixed and it's suitable for this transition, and everything is good because you don't want to have issues in the future because of these transitions. And always remember that structure follows strategy. So your strategy is leading the structure that you need and how it will look like. So always have this in your mind. Thank you so much for watching us in this episode. This is Osama AlSalloum from BridgeTalk. We have every week on Thursday an episode that's showing support and helping founders to fill the gaps when they move from their countries to different countries, and especially when they move from US and expand their business to Saudi Arabia, or expanding their business from Saudi Arabia to United States. Thanks for watching. See you next week.